Tre Mann is expected to be taken late in the first round of this year's NBA draft, but I believe that he's deserving of a much higher pick than that. So in today's video, we'll talk about Tre Mann, his skill set, and whether or not he's the most underrated prospect in this year's draft. Let's get right into it. If you've not already, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm uploading multiple videos every single week and your support goes a long way. But anyways, getting into things, Tre Mann is a point guard out of the University of Florida, and at 6'5" and 190 pounds, he's going to have a decent size advantage over the average NBA point guard, and to go along with this size advantage, I think that he also has very good skills. When you watch Tre Mann play, it's pretty obvious that he has a knack for scoring the basketball. He's a very well-rounded scorer in my opinion, meaning that he can score from all the different levels in many different ways. 3-point line, mid-range, step back off the dribble, floater, at the rim finishing. I think that he can do a little bit of everything, and it's pretty obvious that his scoring ability is the biggest strength in his game. He's also a very good ball handler, so when you combine his elite scoring ability with his good ball handling, it makes him a very tough player to guard. Now, he does lack elite athleticism. He's not a guy who's going to jump out of the gym or beat guys off the dribble easily. He's not one of those guys who's going to wow you with his athleticism, but I think he makes up for this lack of elite athleticism with craftiness and with the ability to get past guys in more creative ways. If I had to compare Tre Mann's offensive play style to one player in the NBA, it would easily be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Neither of these guys rely on elite athleticism to beat guys, neither of these guys are going to be super fancy or super flashy, but both of these guys are going to take what the defense gives them, create a space for themselves, and take advantage of the opportunities that they get. Obviously, it's not a perfect comparison because no comparison really is. Every player is a little bit different. Tre Mann definitely tends to shoot more jumpers than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander probably does, but the craftiness of Tre Mann is definitely something that resembles SGA's game in my opinion. One thing that I really love about Tre Mann as a prospect is the huge jump that he took from his freshman to sophomore season at the University of Florida, not only in stats and production, but in his skill set and overall abilities as a player. In his sophomore season, he averaged 16 points per game, which was 10.7 better than his freshman season, 5.6 rebounds per game, which was 2.8 better than his freshman season, 3.5 assists per game, which was 3.7 better than his freshman season, 46% from the field, which was 10% better than his freshman season, 40% from 3, which was 12% better than his freshman season, 83% from the free throw line, which was 17% better than his freshman season, and 1.4 steals per game, which was 0.8 better than his freshman season. Now obviously with Tre Mann's jump in minutes, you'd expect him to have some bigger numbers as well, but it was not just his numbers that got better, it was also his efficiency, and his efficiency increased by a very large amount, which I think proves that he was just a much improved player from his freshman season. Now despite this huge jump from his freshman to sophomore season, I still believe that Tre Mann is a pretty raw prospect, but I think that this jump just speaks to his work ethic and to his ability to improve himself. I believe that if he gets drafted to the right team who's willing to develop him, who's willing to put in the work with him, I think that he can improve very fast, as we saw from his 2 years at Florida, and I think that he would be a very good player within a few seasons. But like I said, he has definitely not reached his ceiling yet, and I still think that he has a lot of room to improve. There are a few things that I believe that Tre Mann needs to focus on improving if he wants to reach his full potential in the NBA. The first thing is his passing and playmaking. He's not a bad passer at all. He's shown he's a very capable passer when he's looking to pass, but that's the thing that he needs to figure out is when to shoot versus when to pass. I think that creating shots for his teammates would open up his scoring that much more. I think that when you don't know whether a player is going to pass and set up their teammates or shoot the ball themselves, it makes them that much tougher to guard, and I think that that was something that would add to Tre Mann's game a ton. At times, Tre Mann gets tunnel vision and he already decides what he's going to do before even reading the defense. His decision making definitely isn't at the level that an NBA point guard needs to be at, but very few college prospects are at that level in their rookie season before they've even been drafted, so it's not something that I'm very concerned about, but it's definitely something that he will want to focus on when he gets into the league. The other thing that I think needs to be a main point of focus for Tre Mann is getting a little bit stronger and maybe adding a few pounds of weight. It's something that a lot of NBA prospects have to do. His body is not NBA ready yet, and I think that adding that strength, adding that weight is going to add so much to his game on both ends of the floor, whether offense or defense. It is going to help him not get pushed around as much, and I think that is something that is truly going to help him reach his full potential. I think that if he can improve on these things, Tre Mann could easily end up being one of the best players from this draft class, and I think that he is definitely one of the most underrated prospects in this year's draft. Anyways, that is the video. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what team you think should draft Tre Mann and whether or not you think he's underrated. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.